I'm seeing joys inside myself. Okay, let's see. How do I get this on? Where is my Zoom? So it doesn't seem, well, let me hold this down a little bit. Okay, anyway, can you hear me? Yes. So here is the induction coil. It's quite big, the induction cooker. Oh, here it is. And when you check it out from the county, they give you this. You want to hold this?
Mm-hmm. Whoops, now what happened? Okay, there.
Yeah. So he put his finger on it. So
Oh,
they give you this big bag. It comes with an induction cooker and a pan and all kinds of thing that they want you to make sure you don't use any metal because you scrape the pan. So they give you all this and some instruction book. And one thing that's important that comes with the instruction is a magnet. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, it's a magnet. So the only cookware you can use is magnetic. So if it stick to your cookware, which it does in the one that they gave me, then you can use that. Anything that doesn't stick is you can use to cook with. I only have one thing that for me, my own cookware that fits that is magnetic. So I'm going to use that to steam the broccoli and this to stir fry. So now let me put all this away and get started. I'm not going to turn on the cookware first because it heat up so fast. You want to make sure everything is ready before you cook. So I'm going to just prepare my shrimp first. Here's about eight of the shrimp. And let me wash this out. So it's already defrosted, and all I have to do is to pull the shells off like this. Make sure I got all the shells off. Sometimes it does take a little bit. Pull the tail off. I only have 8 shrimps. The shells and all that could be used. Sometimes people save it to make broth. If you like, some shrimp tasting broth with your vegetable, but I'll just compose this. It's already deveined, so all I need to do is take the shells off. And if you put it towards the last end, you get a little bit of tail too. You don't waste that little bit of meat. So when I cook this dish, I like shrimp, so I get to eat the shrimp and might get to eat the broccoli. So it's kind of good for both of us. 4 of them done. So this is the 5th one. So sometimes when I go to restaurant and ask for, shrimp primavera or some of those shrimp dishes, they only give you 5 shrimps. Sometimes this is quite a big shrimp. Nice. I like them big. Oh, I lost that big bit of a tail. Sorry. Get through it underneath there. Yes. And finish up the last bit. And last one. So I do the shrimp first because it needs to marinate a little bit in the ginger and wine before they get cooked. So the ginger reduces the fishy taste. Whenever we cook with fish and seafood, in Chinese cooking, we use just a little bit of ginger. With that's going to the compost part. So I've got some frozen ginger. And all I do is scrape a little bit, about a half a teaspoon into the shrimp. And that's done. Put the rest back in the freezer. And just put about a tablespoon of, this is the cooking wine, Shaoxin wine. They come in different bottle, about a tablespoon. And just mix it up, and that is it. Next, I'm going to handle the broccoli. These are just the crown part, the bottom part of the broccoli. I'm saving for another stir fry. It's been washed and ready to go. Here's my steamer. All I need to do is cut them into serving sizes. That one's perfect. If it's too big, I'll cut it into 2 or 3 pieces. We eat a lot of broccoli. You know, I usually, every time I go shopping, broccoli is always on my shopping list. So I might not be able to use all of it. Just see how much I need to fill this bowl. Yep, I can use all of it. That's a perfect piece. Don't have to cut anymore. It's a little bit of bad part here. I'm going to throw them out. Yep, ready. Next thing I want to do is to put all my sauces together in a bowl so that when I'm ready to cook, it'll be ready. It's about a tablespoon of soy sauce, about a tablespoon of oyster sauce, about a teaspoon of sesame seed oil, and a little bit of chicken bouillon in a 1/4 cup of water. So I'm just going to put that in there. And about 1.5 tablespoons of cornstarch. This is a 2 tablespoon measure. So 1.5 is about that much. So all my sauces are together. Mix it all up. Now I'm ready to do the cooking. Okay, coming back to this unit, it comes with, I'm surprised they don't have a 3-pin plug, but when you put it on, they want to make sure you have nothing in the, it turns on, and this is an on-off button. And as soon as you turn it on, the fan will go on. You can hear the fan going on. And when you turn it on, it will go, when you press the menu, it will give you an error because you got nothing on it. So you're going to put something on it. In this case, I'm going to put the water first. And it will go to the medium power, which is 5. 5 is medium. You can use the plus or minus to make it higher or lower. So, or you can change the menu to the temperature and you can do higher or lower. But I like to cook at really high. There's a boil function. If you press the boil function, it gives you 10 minutes at the highest power, which is 10, and it equivalent to about 400 degrees. The menu will tell you. This amount of water, which is about half a tablespoon, I mean an inch of water. I got some broccoli in there. Anyway, it will take about 2 minutes to heat up. So I'm going to wait for it to heat up. While it's waiting to heat up, I'm going to prepare some ice water, because after I finish steaming, I want to dunk this in ice water to keep it from continue to cook. So let me get 9 minutes. If I keep it covered, it will boil faster. And don't watch the pot, right? If you watch the pot, it won't boil. Anyway, I'm just going to watch it for when it comes down to 8. I'm going to check it. Let's see, what can I show you about this? Okay, there's a function called keep warm. After you cook it, if you don't serve it right away, if you press keep warm, it will show 140 degrees and give you 30 minutes. The boil function gives you 10 minutes, after which it will turn itself off completely. And if you need more than 10 minutes in your cooking, you want to press the boil again to give you another 10 minutes. So some of Joyce asked me about what do I find about this unit that's kind of florism. The one thing I find is that most of my cookware are not magnetic. So if I were to buy one, to invest in one, I have to place a lot of my cookware. The other thing is for Chinese cooking, we talk about the qi of the wok. In Cantonese, it's called wok hei, and it doesn't give you the same wok hei as a gas fire or a wok. The reason is, even though it's hot down here, it's quite cool up here. If I'm using this, it can be very hot down here, but this metal, everything here is still quite cool. And for Chinese cooking, the wok hei, when you have a wok, the heat not just come from inside, but it comes from outside as well. See, it's boiling very vigorously. I'm just going to put that in and let it steam for about 5 minutes. So I missed the eight here. So for 5 minutes, it will come down to the final 2. That's when my broccoli is done. Shrimp, broccoli, and the sauce. That's all we need. 3 things. Oh, the cooking oil. So I'm going to watch it going down to about 2 minutes, and then I will remove that and put the other cookware on. One thing you want to make sure before you put the cookware on is that it's quite clean on the bottom, because otherwise you scratch the surface. So my cookware, which is I use in the gas stove a lot, I have to really clean the bottom out before I put it on the stove top. So even though the induction coil can heat up to here, but whatever your pot touches is hot. So anything outside the pot is not hot, even though there are wire conduction underneath there, but because it's not making the magnetic conduction. So here is quite cool. You won't be able to burn yourself by touching this. But it's hot where it's right underneath. Let me take a fork so I can test the broccoli. It's still quite hard. So it's been going for about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, not quite enough. Give it another 3 minutes. Some water here. This unit is hot on the top compared to when I cook with this doesn't come get hot on the top. I think because this is stainless steel, this unit this cookware is stainless steel, but the bottom is metal, and that part is conductive. That part is magnetic. The rest of this is not magnetic. That works too. There are some of the new stainless steel cookware does come with the bottom that's magnetic. 4 minutes. Try again. I'll give it 2 more minutes. That should be done. I'm going to put it in the stop and remove this. As soon as I remove this, it will give an error because there's nothing on top. So which means that we put this back right away, and the error goes away. We still have 2 minutes, which is probably not enough time for me to cook the rest. So I'm going to um, press the boil again. It gives me an additional 10 minutes. So first thing, it doesn't take long to heat up. I can already feel it's quite hot, but this part is not hot. I can touch all that without, but this is hot. So about a little bit of oil, not a lot. It very quickly, you can see is how quickly it turns, it stays, warms up. So right away, I'm going to put the shrimp in. You can hear the sizzling, leave most of the liquid, but just cook the shrimp until it turns from translucent to pink. Save the liquid. The broccoli is so green. Has to stop cooking. A drop of tea. No problem. Wash that. Into water. It's been just 1 minute, which is you can see it's already turned. The translucent color has already turned kind of pink. Now add the broccoli. Give it a quick stir. Now to add the spring water back in because it's got wine, it's got ginger, and it's tasty. And now the sauce that I have prepared in the bowl, all mixed together. And because it's got cornstarch, it's going to thicken. And that's really quick. Immediately it's thickened already. Smells good. Taste. Tastes good. Some people put dark soy in this dish so that the color is dark. So I'm done. This 3 minutes of cooking. I'm just going to turn it to keep warm, and it will stay warm for 30 minutes. Can you come pick up this? It says 140. I press that, and it says 140, and it's 30 minutes. It's just going to stay warm for 30 minutes. Now I'm going to go over and talk to you. Okay, I'm back. All right, you can unmute yourself now and ask question if you want.
Do you have to have the shrimp, or is there a substitute?
No, you don't have to have you don't have to have shrimp, but this particular dish is called shrimp and broccoli. It's actually a restaurant dish. You don't have to have the shrimp. You can put whatever you want, tofu, fried tofu. It will be a tofu with broccoli. It's just a different name. So
Thank
how's
you.
everybody doing?
I had frozen shrimp.
Yes.
It's sort of thawing out in the pan. Is that okay?
Oh, I let it thaw out starting this morning. I left it in the fridge.
I
Yeah,
didn't
you forgot. Yeah. Yeah, it will take longer to cook.
Well, it seems to be pinking up.
Yeah.
To be pinking.
Okay, good. How did you peel it? It was frozen.
It was already
It's already
deveined and peeled. It was already prepared.
Okay, I'm going to stop the recording now because we don't want to record all that.